In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. With Solana ID, you were in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your sole ID, your reputation grows. Let's go once more. With Solana ID, in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your sole ID, if your reputation grow. In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. With Solana ID, you were in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your sole ID, your reputation grows. Let's go once more. With Solana ID, you were in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. Your reputation grow. In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. With Solana ID, you were in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your sole ID, your reputation grows. Let's go once more. With Solana ID, you were in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your sole ID, if your reputation grow. In a world where trust is hard to find, Solana ID brings you peace of mind. Your digital life secure and free, a place where privacy meets integrity. In a world where shadows used to reign, Solana ID brings clarity again. Your digital self in control, the privacy that you were on a roll. With Solana ID, you were in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your sole ID, your reputation grows. Let's go once more. With Solana ID, you were in control. From the blockchain to the web, we know. No more secret, no more lies. With your sole ID, if your reputation and grow.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to Solid Talk number 67. Damn. Solid Talk number 67, live from Abu Dhabi after the biggest breakpoint yet. I am joined today by my beautiful co-host Benny and my co-founder Pierre, who's also tuning in from Manila all the way on the other side of the world. And we are here today to talk about great things, honestly, Benny, because we launched a huge campaign together with our friends from MetaMask, and that shall be the core of today's Solid Talk. The theme of today's Solid Talk is MetaMask, welcoming them to Solana and helping them to get a good entry to the ecosystem, and that's what Solana ID is for. And Benny, we just had a very eventful couple of days behind us, I would say. So that's something I think we will cover as well. Are you ready for some Breakpoint talk as well with me today before we get started?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's been an absolutely fantastic week. Abu Dhabi, absolutely beautiful. Went to Dubai a few days before too. Incredible.
Yeah.
And big announcements from just about every team in the space as well.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we can double tap a little bit on this as well in the intro. But we also got Pierre here. Pierre, how are you doing, my friend? Everything is good on the setup? You hear us clear? Everything's cool?
Yes, everything is fine.
Awesome.
Everything is fine.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me also?
Yeah, perfect. Everything works. The tech is good. Benny, we just had 3 days of Breakpoint. We had 7,000 people that signed up for the event. We had definitely the biggest arena that we ever had for Breakpoint. The Etihad Arena can host up to 30,000 people. The stage looked like Taylor Swift is going to sing a song, but nope. We had the founders and legends of Solana talk on stage, announcing products and giving insights. And we had even a second stage. We had a shitload of booths, a lot of action here on the ground. I'm pretty sure that everyone who tunes in right now followed the action on Twitter, but it's different to hear it live from the people that actually just went out from the venue. How do you feel? What's your? It was tiring, but do you feel the excitement as well?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bullish. I think it is always nice. Every Breakpoint is incredible because the entire community comes together. It's all the top builders that are in the space. They see the potentials. They see the future. They're putting, all their chips in on Solana. And it's really great to see like-minded individuals that are as bullish as I am, as we are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also great for BD. That my job's all about talking to people, and boy, oh boy, there's a lot of people you can talk to here.
Everyone is here. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Everyone despite Pierre. So we definitely missed you here, my friend. But obviously not everyone can make it to Abu Dhabi. It is definitely not, it's kind of the center of the world, but what the fuck is that even? It's at the end of the day, it's around. So, it's okay if you couldn't make it down here. We do our best to at least give you the essence of what it felt like to be here on the ground. What was the most exciting thing that you heard on Breakpoint, or just something that comes to mind that made you feel like, okay, this ecosystem is on fire? Was there any special announcement, any news that came from any protocol? Was there any announcement from Solana maybe that kind of, tickled your fancy and were like, damn, we're making it?
Yeah, I think there's a clear focus on institutions coming in, and you could really feel it with this Breakpoint, is that everything was built around onboarding people that are either crypto curious or have been in the space for a little bit and maybe just not sure of all the different protocols that are available. I think the overall onboarding experience was great. Greed had a booth right at the front that was answering everything crypto related, which nice. I know they were very busy. I always saw people at that booth. But yeah, I mean, all of the top teams, I was able to talk to just about everyone because everyone had a booth in one way or the other. I think when it comes to bullish announcements, I know Meteora announced they are releasing their own terminal, so that's super exciting. Sanctum also talking about releasing a new product, some kind of secure APY. But in general, it seems like just about every team was saving something just for Breakpoint.
Yeah. Software also, I mean, you can kind of, I'm repping the Software shirt right now. Big shout out to Software and my friend Miro, who gave me a team. Can I say that? I got the team shirt from someone from Software that I shouldn't be wearing probably because I'm not officially part of the team. But I snatched one, and obviously big fan of Software. They launched Software Magic and Software, what's the other one?
Shield, which every Breakpoint attendee got a free shield. Yeah. Absolutely insane. And then Monkey DAO, Monkey Hotel, partnered with Soulflare, and everyone got custom shields as well. So I got my PFP on the card. I have a pink background on my PFP, so I got a sick pink card.
And here's why I'm actually mentioning Software and why I'm wearing the shirt as well, because we saw a lot of toxicity on the timeline in the past couple of weeks when it comes to Solana, a lot of teams fighting with each other. But we like when there's good products, right? And we partnered with MetaMask because it's been my first fucking wallet, like years ago. I have a MetaMask since I'm on crypto, right? I was on EVM before Solana, so I've been following their updates and progress so long, and I think the team is really good, and they have a lot of potential, but they do have to improve on user experience, as we know, with the app, and especially when it comes to Solana, they are breaking into an unknown ecosystem, while Solflare is the Solana wallet, right? But there's space for everyone, and we can grow the pie together. We can learn from each other, and I think also MetaMask can take a look at what the other wallets are doing to position themselves in this ecosystem and find their niche and find their slot and capture some market share for themselves. So instead of all the fighting and all the toxicity on the timeline, we're all early. We're all like, these are established projects. If you want to break into Solana right now as a wallet, you're going to have a tough time. But the ones we have already, I think we can help them. And that's what Solana is about, right? We're not picking favorites. We help everyone that wants to, go to Solana, that's already on Solana, and we're going to enable them to have an even better time here and acquire the users that they actually deserve.
Yeah, I mean, obviously competition is incredible. We've seen it with a bunch of Solana teams where it really just brings the best out of every product, and overall, it's the best for the users as well. Also, I'm an OG MetaMask user. When I first came into crypto overall, MetaMask was the first wallet that I downloaded.
Here we go.
And I've been using it a lot more recently, obviously, with our campaign going on. And wow, I think they've made incredible improvements over the last year, 2 years, whatever it may be.
Last year.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think every wallet has their own features and their own kind of UI UX experiences that are better than others, right? Like every wallet has their own kind of diamond in their product. And I've been venturing and finding a lot of diamonds in MetaMask wallet.
Yeah, and Solana is part of this diamond hunt, I would say. And one thing that Solflare doesn't have is multi-chain. And you have your own opinions on this topic, but there's currently a multi-chain world still. There's TVL on all chains, and activity on all chains. So Solflare is never going to do that because they're the Solana wallet. So I think MetaMask definitely has a good place in the ecosystem. And before we're going to pull up actually the Solana product lead from MetaMask into the live stream, I want to ask Pierre the question as well, because we're talking about Breakpoint on site. But Pierre, how did Breakpoint feel from home? How did it feel on the timeline? How did you perceive the announcement that are going on? And how's your mind right now when you look at the timeline and see all these launches? Because I believe that the whole timeline was full of Breakpoint, if I'm not mistaken.
Should I lie or should I tell the truth? You hear me?
Yeah, tell us the truth.
Let's hear it.
Honestly, I wasn't checking the timeline so much because I had I was busy as fuck the last few days, to be honest. But whenever I checked my timeline, for sure, everything I saw was just Breakpoint. Literally nothing else.
Yep. It's the same for me. I don't know what's happening, but it feels like, everyone's here, everyone's posting pics and announcements and all that shit. So I think Breakpoint is just, we don't have to say it. You guys feel it from home. You feel it here. It is dominating right now. Today I saw a post from Solana Sensei. Big shout out to my friend who posted that Solana has the biggest social mindshare right now. It overtook Ethereum today when it comes to social awareness. However the fuck we measure that, I don't know. But there was a chart by someone that said social awareness right now actually passed Ethereum for the first time when it comes to social mindshare for Solana. And I feel it because I'm in the fucking bubble. But I think now we also, it's true. It's not just me in the bubble. It is actually a fact. So
yeah, I love that. Someone said somewhere that there is a graph that says Solana is overtaken.
Quote me on that, my friends. But I think that's a good moment to talk a little bit about Solana having MetaMask now since a while actually on board, and I think there's no one better to talk about that than Rizvi, the product lead for the Solana topics when it comes to MetaMask. So let's get Rizvi on the show and let's have a little chat with our friend here because he's with us right now. Pierre, you should do it.
Yes. I'm looking for him. Wait a second. Sorry.
Okay.
I did go to the MetaMask event earlier this week, and it was incredible. Great group of people. I think that's also what makes Breakpoint so beautiful is these side events are always a good time. And it's great to not only work with all these beautiful people, but then to be able to kind of, relax a little bit, maybe have a drink or two, some food. It makes it even better. And you build those connections so much stronger.
Yeah, that's why we're here at the end of the day, right?
There's the handsome man himself.
What's up, Rizvi? You here as well?
Fun or
oh, there we go. Kind of at the end there.
I think you're coming through, but internet is not as stable as we expected. Say that again.
Is that
I think we're losing you, my friend. I think that might be. I think we might lose you. I think internet is a bit rugging. I don't know where Rizvi is at, but I think it's Dubai. I don't know why Dubai internet sucks that much, but right now I am not hearing you that clear. You can try it without your camera, maybe, Rizvi, if we can at least catch your voice. So if you can hear us right now, feel free to
yeah.
toggle
So
the cam.
is it better now? Sorry, it's
Yep.
So yeah. Sorry, I'm really sorry for this. I'm in the hotel room and I tested it, but it seems to be still a bit flaky. Is it okay-ish or not?
Sound good?
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you doing? How are you feeling today? How's it going? Despite the Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah, sorry for this. That's a pity. Good. Thanks. It was really a productive few days here for me. But yeah, good. Exhausted, but good.
Nice. Well, welcome to Solid Talk, my friend. This is the first time we have someone from MetaMask onto the live stream. As you might have heard, we've been doing this since weeks. This is number 67 weeks of streaming every single Saturday without a single break. So if we can do something, it is consistency and perseverance that we have that. But with you on board today, I want to talk a little bit about MetaMask on Solana. And a little bit about your thoughts why that actually happened, because you could have went down the rabbit hole of we are EVM, we are the EVM wallet, like Solflare is doing the Solana wallet, right? That is definitely a narrative that checks out as well. So in your words and in your kind of perception, why the change this year? Why did you guys decide at the end of the day to say, okay, we are now going to MetaMask, going to Solana with MetaMask?
Thanks for the question. So the thing is, when MetaMask started out 2016, 17, like there was just one reality, which was Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? So everything that was done on MetaMask was really around like making the experience with interactions on Ethereum great. There was no like talks about Solana or any other chains around that time. It was very clear for us when like Solana gained momentum that, hey, users are interested in that blockchain. Users want to use that blockchain. Users were asking, for Solana support, but it was a huge mountain for us. You can imagine, like everything, like even each line of code was like Ethereum methodology, Ethereum terminology. So it was a huge mountain to tackle, and it was not like we wanted. I mean, we are like very close to users and want to build for the users. And it was clear, like, hey, we need to expand. It was not like we're gonna go only the Ethereum rabbit hole, but it was really the mountain of work that needed to be tackled. And MetaMask, many people don't see it, but to give the level of privacy and security that we have in MetaMask, for what MetaMask really stands for, there are like so many teams behind the scenes working on it. And each experience, for example, confirmation screen, when the confirmation pops up to protect you from any like fishy dApps or the swap interactions and send flow, like everything needed to be rebuilt for like multi-chain effectively. And it took a while for us to pull the trigger. And I admit, we have been late and we have existing MetaMask users that wanted to use Solana that have now another home at the moment, right? Because we were not there. Now finally we made it. We are here. And now it's about us bringing those users that we lost that were existing MetaMask users at some point, and on new users, net new users that are on Solana now, to MetaMask. And a multi-chain is strategy. In my mind, is the world is multi-chain, and yes, there's a lot of focus on Solana and a lot of mind share, and it's great and it's amazing. But I believe, there are users, and I talked to so many users also now in the past few days, like 30, 40 users, like multi-chain is something they want, right? Like folks have Bitcoin and they want to manage their Bitcoin in a self-custodial way. Folks also dabble around like BSC, Ethereum, etc. So multi-chain is very important. And this is like how we're thinking about the world at the moment.
Cool. No, I hear you. And I think it is a good topic to talk about, because honestly, it's a controversial take as well, because there's also a lot of strong opinions that say, well, we don't need multi-chain. We just need one layer to settle global value transfer on, right? And a lot of Solana people say it could be Solana. And I'm personally sometimes, leaning more towards that reality myself, since I'm building on Solana, right? So there's a case to be made, but we cannot neglect right now that there is so much activity on Ethereum. In your perseverance as someone that is actually having a very good eagle view on on the whole crypto ecosystem, looking at all these EVM chains and all the layer 2s as well, plus Solana as well, what would you say is something that Ethereum might be doing better than Solana? Like how can the future look like when we compare these two ecosystems? And what do you think, is there any distinguishing factor and any kind of bull case you can really build around why we need EVM or why EVM will survive? What would you say to some Solana maxis that will give you that that argument of saying, well, we don't need any other chain, we just need Solana? What are you telling these people?
Yeah, I think what we have seen in the recent few months is there's tons of volume on EVM happening, right? With Hyperliquid, for example, Lighter. There's Edgex. Like the whole perps narrative kind of is on Ethereum and like on L2s that were built right on top of the Ethereum kind of foundational architecture. Also now with Polymarket, which got like approval by the CFTC to launch the app in the US, right? Polymarket is powered by Polygon underneath. This is, I think, one thing that we have seen, like mindshare this is crypto, right? Mindshare moves so quickly, like, new narratives appear and new innovation appear, maybe not on Solana, right? For example, on Hyperliquid was innovation that kind of built on Ethereum. So I feel like it's difficult to control. It's Wild West still. It's like, I still find it like very much on the early stage of the S curve. I mean, this is one, like, we need to be multi-chain and see where narratives go and adapt really quickly. New blockchains, not just Ethereum or Solana, like any new blockchain in the future that comes up, we need to have an architecture that allows us to adopt quickly, to give the users what they want. Innovation can appear so quickly, right? So it's difficult to kind of control. And one thing that I hear a lot is talking with like a bunch of like Solana builders as well, is the DevX is an area of opportunity, like what Ethereum did really well, like, with our DevRel team, with the MetaMask SDK, but generally like making it really easy for builders to build on top of Ethereum. What I learned is on the builder side on Solana, it's not as easy. Like the wallet support is sometimes not as intuitive. And this is a bit the angle, maybe this is something we can discuss a bit later as well if you want, but this is a bit the angle that we see how we can tap into the Solana community and Solana builders by really working with the builders and providing like superb, DevX essentially. Because this was our bread and butter in Ethereum, and we feel like this is how we should run also on Solana, right? Really be close to the builders, have hackathons, have like really the team to support the builders to build on with MetaMask on Solana effectively. And maybe as the last point, there are wallets that you see in Solana, they are going horizontal, like not just Solana, but like, multi-chain effectively, and kind of going horizontally expand. And there are wallets, Solver, for example, they straight true to their line, like, hey, Solana only, we go really deep into Solana, right? And in my mind, and it requires like, like the best team and employees who understand the different chains. But I feel like as MetaMask, we're in a position where we can go horizontally and really expand quickly our multi-chain layers, but also go deep on each of the chains. And this is a bit my focus in 2026. Like I'm responsible for Solana, but also like generally non-EVM networks. For example, we launched Bitcoin like 2 weeks ago.
Cool.
And I'm building up the team to really that we can focus and go deep into each of the chains, including Solana. And Solana is like my highest priority, like really go deep and provide all the the vertical stack, like go deep on each layer and make sure that we cover each area.
Yeah, I like that. It checks out. It makes sense in my mind what you're saying. And I'm also happy that we have controversial views and a little bit of flavor and colors in the ecosystem, because we cannot. I can bull talk Solana all day long, right? But the reality looks a little bit different still. And I want to hear controversial views to my own even. And I'm not like Solana maxi, but I'm just very convinced that Solana has a very fundamental place in the world. But we also need to convince the Solana maxis that there's still another world out there, right? But yeah, let's use the last segment of your appearance in this first part with you here to maybe talk a little bit about the Solana ID campaign that we're doing with MetaMask. So Benny, maybe you can outline just on a high level what we did with MetaMask and how the campaign really looks like before we actually bring on some of the perk partners in live here together with us. And then we can also get Rizvi's kind of final take on the campaign, really what we're doing after you outlined a little bit.
Yeah, happy to. Well, this is something we've been working on for a long time. I know me and you spoke back in Accelerate, I believe, and you guys were mentioning how, Solana may be available, but the big go-to-market push hasn't necessarily happened yet. And you're really looking to onboard your existing EVM user base over to Solana and really make sure they have a good starting experience, right? That starting experience is sticky and they want to come back in the days following. And for me, when I heard that, it just made complete sense for Solana ID to be that entryway, that portal for those users. They can come into the Solana ecosystem, and there's a lot of protocols out there, right? The Solana can be a little overwhelming at times if you don't know exactly where to start. And Solana ID allows these users to have that starting point. So some of the perks that we have is SNS, for example. We have a 50% discount on domains, which I know Ethereum users love domains. We have Orca, which is one of the top DeFi protocols on Solana. They're as OG as it gets, really. And users that deposit into liquidity pools can earn a free 2x Orca, which I think is about $4 to $5, so they can start their DeFi journey in profit. I think that's absolutely beautiful. We have Sanctum, which is really the LST home of Solana. So for users that are coming over here and they don't necessarily know where to get their staking yield, Sanctum is the best place to really do it. And I personally have all my Solana in IMP. So for users coming from MetaMask, they can stake with IMP and they have a chance to win up to 1,000 USDC with a bunch of smaller prizes out there as well with 100 USDC. And then, of course, we have physical products because I think Solana does a fantastic job at building physical products. We have the cutest wellness ring. So if you want to track your biometric data, you can get a discount on that, as well as Play Solana, which is one of the newer devices for Solana. They recently launched their device. It is available now, and you can play all of these Web3 crypto native games right in your hand. And as a gamer myself, played the Game Boy DS. It was beautiful to see.
That's so cool, right? Like it's a Solana Game Boy, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane that we do this now. Rizvi, what do you make, like, as a final statement here? What do you make of this collaboration without going too much into detail? I think you observed it from the outside. We work really close with your colleagues, Sandra and Saskia and everyone from the team. Like, without zooming too much in, but what do you think about the push we do together here, and what is really the value add, I would say, as well, for you as a company, for MetaMask as a product?
No, I'm super closely followed, like what you guys are doing, with the other team members. So I'm super excited, and really, it's to the point what I mentioned, working with the builders in the space, on the Solana space, and as mentioned, I want to really go, not just only work with the big guys. They have their distribution, they have their attention, but really, and this, I really mean that, is like working with the new entrants, new startups, maybe that don't have like a huge attention yet. And with Solana ID, I think we have a platform where we can use our MetaMask brand, get our existing MetaMask users excited to use Solana with us, also getting net new Solana users back to MetaMask and have them use Solana with MetaMask. Plus, also give a platform for like builders and new startups. And this is also a bit shout out to reach out to me, ping me if you're a builder in the Solana space, so we can figure out a collaboration between Solana ID with MetaMask and with the builder. So super excited about this, and I think this is the right path for us to really continuously build on.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. Cool. We're gonna go back into the view with Pierre real quick, to just sync up with Pierre real quick in the stream. Rizvi, we're gonna put you backstage in a moment. You can stick around if you have time. I have a few more questions after we talk to all the perk partners here IRL. You can obviously follow the conversations as well and turn off your cam and even switch back to your shitty Wi-Fi if you want. But then we might pull you up later. If you're still around, we'll pull you up later after the perk partners, and we do a little bit of reflection and have a few more questions. Also looking into 2026 when it comes to MetaMask. If you have to bounce for some reasons, you can also leave the stream, and then we'll improv later. There are no hard feelings. We appreciate your time here anyways. So thank you so much until here, Rizvi. It's been my pleasure as well to meet you online. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.
Cool.
Thank you.
See you. Let's get Pierre back on stage, please, and have a quick sync. Pierre, how are you doing, my friend?
Hello. I'm doing perfectly fine here in the back. end of the stream.
Then let's do a quick giveaway. What do you think? I think this is a good moment to do one of our solid giveaways. Let's just double the solids we normally give out from 1.5 to 3K for today's special edition. So 3,000 solids are on the line. You can even you can keep either yourself managing the giveaway alone or us, up to you, Pierre, whatever cam you want next to the giveaway. But let's do the usual. Solidians know how it goes.
Maybe you give a quick rundown of what Solid is, because I'm sure we have a lot of new users that aren't familiar with Solana ID, aren't familiar with Solid.
It's a good point. If you want to hear that rundown, then stick around, take part in the giveaway, and I'll give you that rundown right after the next 60 seconds. Pierre, take it away with the giveaway and maybe explain to people how it works.
Sure, sounds good.
Yeah, you can also do it. Like, you can do it yourself if you want and put us backstage, and you can handle it if you want. Just reset the timer to 60 seconds.
I think I can keep you guys here.
Okay, let's go.
So I don't need to be alone. All right, guys, let's do a quick giveaway. We have 60 seconds. I start the timer right now. If you want to get how many solids? 3,000, I think. I hope that's not wrong. 3,000 solids for today. And Benny is going to explain you why you want those 3,000 solid. All you have to do is to retweet the live stream, follow Solana ID on X, and then comment the secret code in the chat of the live stream, which is get solid. You have 35 more seconds to do that. Retweet the live stream, follow Solana ID on X, and comment the secret code in the chat, which is get solid. And then you have the chance to be one of the lucky winners to get some solid today, which is very nice to have. And Benny's going to explain you why it is so nice to have. 15 more seconds. And all you have to do is retweet the live stream, follow Solana ID on X, and comment get solid on the live stream comments. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.
So, how are we going to pick the winner, Pierre?
Good question.
You need to head over.
I will just scroll and you say stop. I think that's the easiest, I guess.
Yep. Let's do the usual.
Okay, let me get all the comments.
So Pierre's going to be lucky fairy for today. He's going to scroll over the comments. He's going to look away. And then Benny's going to give him the stop signal after Pierre's giving him the countdown. You ready, Pierre?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you count down, and then then Benny's going to say stop.
Yeah, I'm scrolling. You can just say stop.
No, you need to give him a countdown, brother. You need to say 3, 2, 1. Then you start. How many times did we do solid talk, my man?
Okay.
So you're going to put
3, 2, 1,
and stop.
All right, we have John Gautier.east.
Okay, try that again. John what?
Gautier.
Oh,
French pretty good. I don't know. John Gautier. What is it?
Okay, John, don't take this personally. We do not know how exactly to pronounce your name.
Gautier. It's definitely that, without a doubt.
You speak French?
Well,
parle français un petit peu. Okay, so John, my man, you just secured yourself 3,000 solids, and the only way to claim these solids is by sending your pub key from your MetaMask wallet, ideally, on Solana to our Solana ID account or to our handsome Cyber Brother Mod, who is helping us with the distribution here. So you can either find Cyber Brother on Twitter and DM him, or you can DM the Solana ID main account on Twitter and send through the pub key of your MetaMask wallet, and then we make sure to sort you out and send 3,000 solids your way. You're welcome. Awesome.
Cool.
Drop a W for John. Who's in the stream, Pierre? Like, I can't see the comments. Do we have some GMs in the stream? Did the Solidians pull up for today or what?
They are definitely here. Yes, we have JD in the house. GM JD. We have Cryptorminator Musk is also in the house, and he says Solana is future is Solana. And God bless your day, Simon and Benny.
What?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, he says that. Crypto Terminator.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. We have Michael here, MetaMask, and then we have Crypto Optimist who says get solid, and I think there's a lot of comments from earlier that are already gone in the stream that I cannot pull up anymore because it's too late. Yeah.
Okay, bro. I think then we're gonna move on the agenda, nonchalant, and we're just gonna talk a little bit about some perks. As soon as we have some guests popping in here into the studio, they should be here already, but I don't think they are. So we're gonna talk about the perks ourselves between you and me, Benny. So I think Pierre, we're gonna go to the screen share. You can stay with us if you want in the view on the side, and we can pull up your screen, and we can maybe start with the general perk announcement or the general MetaMask campaign announcement first, and then take a quick look at the campaign and what happened so far. And then we're going to zoom into the first perk of the hour, which would be our friends from Qudis that we can cover. So we can also talk a little bit more about detail about the Qudis perk, maybe even pull it up in the Solana ID Hub to show people how it works. And then while we do that, we can also explain a little bit more about Solana ID as Benny wished for, because actually you're spot on. We should probably talk a little bit more about what Solana ID really is. But let's start with the announcement of the overall MetaMask campaign, Pierre. Let's bring that up on the screen.
Well, we got the Solana ID Twitter and no Pierre, but
oh damn, Pierre's gone, but that's okay. So we got the announcement.
I was not sure if you guys want me here, but I can also stay here.
You can
we always want you here, brother.
Stick around, brother. We haven't seen so much from you in the last day, so stay with us here. So yeah, we launched this huge ass kind of campaign announcement as well the other day, and we basically said that, well, we're welcoming MetaMask to Solana in a collaboration with Solana ID. And what we are essentially doing is what Benny already elaborated on earlier. So we have some specific perk partners that we identified, and they are basically in direct contact with us with Solana ID. And we made sure to secure the perks for MetaMask users and to put it in a nice bundle, a nice package. MetaMask didn't really have to do anything. I think that's the value proposition as well. Like, we know all the builders, we know all the teams, we have really strong relations with them. For us, it's almost easy to secure perks from partners if we give them a right reason to do so. And I think the MetaMask campaign was like, it's such a beautiful win-win-win situation of everyone involved. Benny has been super bullish on it since a while. How do you feel about the announcement and everything, Pierre? Like, I think we have some good stats on the announcement itself. Do you think we got the deserved attention for it so far?
I definitely think we deserved attention for it. We always deserve much more attention for it.
Right? Always, bro. Always. But yeah, I think it's doing well so far. How many views do we have on the tweets that we pushed out there?
Overall?
Yeah, like on the main announcement, for example.
The main announcement for the MetaMask one got 160,000 for them.
Nice. That's pretty good.
And then I think ours was almost 40,000.
Nice.
Not bad.
Well, I
not
think
bad.
So far, I mean, the early traction and early excitement was great to see.
Yeah.
We started out with 2,000 free mints, and that went instantly. I think we sold that out in like 24 almost hours.
Probably less.
Yeah, which was absolutely insane to see. But it really just shows that users are interested in claiming perks, right? They're interested in coming onto Solana and not only exploring the ecosystem, but exploring it with a little bit of a head start. They get those discounts, they get those free airdrops, they get those SNS domains. They can start now sending their assets instead of using their long wallet address. They can just use a quick, nice little name. I got Benny.sol, and that's the only thing I use. But the perk that you wanted to talk about was Qudis.
Exactly. Right? And let me tell you, I think we can even bring the man of the hour onto the couch here, because we got one of the co-founders in the villa. One of the co-founders of Qudis is actually with us here right now. So I think we can just invite him on the couch, maybe have a little chat with him. Talk about the perk, talk about Qudis, give a little highlight.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's bring him on. That's perfect timing. It was so smooth.
It's kind of weird when you say on the couch like that, though. I don't know.
Come to me. Dirk, take a seat, bro.
I'll get nice and comfortable.
Pierre, you can put yourself down. We're gonna, because he can't hear you. Dirk, my man, give me your hand first. Let's go. Good to have you. How's the trip here, brother? You stressed?
I'm stressed out, super stressed out.
Bro, I appreciate you coming down, though. Really, like, it was actually perfect timing, because I was like looking at the watch and I was like, is he coming? And then we kind of gave a little overview of the Qudis campaign, but we didn't start talking about Qudis at all yet. So you're with us right now. We're live streaming on multiple channels. We have 5,000 views right now on the stream. So So we definitely have a bit of attention here. Tell the people who you are, Dirk, a little bit about yourself and what you're doing on Solana, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about Qtis as well.
Sure. So hey guys, thank you for joining. My name's Dirk. I'm the co-founder for Qtis. So yeah, happy to be here. So in case you don't know what Qtis is, you see my fingers.
Oh, you have two even, bro.
I have two, yes. So we're building the first AI-empowered smart ring. We launched it on Solana. So the idea is simple. We produce this wellness wearable that's trying to incentivize people on taking a healthier lifestyle by token incentives. But also we allow them and provide a way for them to monetize the wellness data. So essentially creating this decentralized wellness data ecosystem where there's builders, there's consumers, there's data, and trying to revolutionize the whole wellness industry.
Cool. I've seen you guys everywhere, obviously. Like you keep sponsoring wellness events, you keep showing up at events. I see you and Edison pretty much in every event as well. So what's clear to me is that you're definitely hustling. Where the fuck did the idea actually came from? Like who came? Was it you? Was it Edison? Like what happened? How did this? Who said let's do a fucking wellness ring, which is very ambitious, and let's build that product and let's also bring it on Solana at some point. Like how did that start in a nutshell, without going too deep?
So yeah, I'll give a brief context. So me, the co-founders, both me and Edison, we are UCLA graduate back in the days.
So you know each other for a long time?
Well, for a very long time. He was we had a basketball team too. Like we were playing intramural basketball. He was the team captain, and all he does is he's very good at recruiting people. Let's say like the next day I show up, I see a 6'11" guy in our team. That's how good he is. But we are wellness guy. We were very active guy. We used to play ball together. We used to work out together. And then after college, we actually went into different field. I was in a traditional finance field for a couple of years. Edison went into the brand management. Also went into a VC that invested into consumer tech. So it was in November 2023 where Edison came to me with the Absolute Genesis ring. He asked me, do I know anything about wellness rings? And I told him no, right? He's like, oh, this little thing that is able to track your sleep, is able to track your steps, is able to track your heart rate, and he know me that I was at that time I was heading the marketing for a GameFi company. So he's like, what do you think if we combine this wellness technology with the gamification of wellness? That would essentially like incentivize more people to take on healthier lifestyles. I'm like, yeah, I absolutely fucking like that idea. And that's because one thing we learned from StepN, which is a very successful project back in the days, is that we need these healthier incentives, right? Even when so that even at the end of the day, even like the tokenomics is one thing, but taking a healthier lifestyle or habits is another thing, right? So I love the idea. So that's how we clicked, and then we started building the team, and then started having our participate in the Solana Renaissance Hackathon. That was last April, May.
Yeah.
And then in a DeepIn track, because DeepIn at that time was a pretty viral thing, and we do have hardware. So and then we were able to release 2 generations of the ring. We sold over 27,000 rings globally already. And then and then we hustle pretty much like because we do deal with hardware. We are at every major event, having a booth, asking people to try on the ring, display the ring, and then spreading our vision.
Cool.
So then we launched our token in June. So which was not the absolute best time, but it's something.
Yeah.
And then we keep on building, keep on hustling, and here we are.
Yeah, nice. I mean, you came a far way, and you have the product. It's out there. People can buy it. And I would love to dive a little bit deeper into the actual how it works and everything. Maybe you have some questions to the product itself as well. I'll give a little bit of an outline again to the actual Solana ID campaign, what we're doing with you guys, and maybe then you can do some product questions as well if you have some for Qtis. And then we move on to the next one. But what we're essentially doing together, I mean, obviously Dirk is on board with it because he's part of the campaign. I think we kind of hashed it out together. what we're doing here, but we're helping MetaMask, right, to onboard a lot of users to Solana. And then we went out as a team as Solana ID to kind of talk to our friends on Solana and say, hey, who here has some special benefits that they want to give to these new users to get like an influx of new people, right? So we went over to Qudis. I talked to Jack and I was like, hey, this is a great opportunity for Qudis for some additional attention and eyeballs to things like this, right? But also through the actual campaign. And we ended up doing a discount on the ring, so people can actually buy the ring with a little discount.
That's right.
If they come to Solana ID with a MetaMask wallet. So we're kind of the portal, right? So MetaMask users come to our app. You go to app.solana.id, and what we do for users overall is perks on chain. So we help you to get better benefits on chain with your data, right? So if you are very active on Solana already, you can actually get some really, really cool perks and benefits on Solana. But with this special campaign right now with MetaMask, you don't even have to have any history on Solana. You just need to connect your MetaMask users, because we have this 2 weeks exclusive campaign right now where we secured perks like Qudis, the discount on the ring for people that are coming through. And that's not the only perk we have. We also got a little price pool, a little incentive pool of tokens, of Qudis tokens that we're also going to provide and raffle between everyone that buys the ring. Right, so it is actually your chances are actually very high that if you buy Qudis rings during this campaign, you get your money back and even more from the raffle, because there's, we're going to split up the raffle. I think we have $2,000 in Qudis tokens up for grabs, what we confirmed, and then we're going to see who ordered the ring, and we're going to distribute this between all the users. So it's almost a no-brainer. So if you're in here right now and you think actually the ring is a good thing and you want to improve your health, your wellness a little bit, get the ring. It's actually with the discount, I think fairly cheap. It ranges from like around $200
around that range,
with the depending on which discount you're actually getting. But with the MetaMask one, it's about $200. And then you get the ring, you get the hardware. You can either use it yourself, give it to your friends at Christmas, whatever you want to do with it.
What's best? One of the best gifts that you can give to your family and friends, right?
Exactly.
You wish them health, and then they can also actually get some token from it.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's actually what I'm doing. Like I snatched the Qudis ring here from the event as well, and a fresh one, and I'm going to take it and give it to someone at Christmas, because I think personally it's a great present, honestly, and I have mine already at home as well, so I don't need one, so I give it away, and then off we go. So I think it's a really cool campaign. Maybe taking one step further, anything we want to tickle out of Jerk when it comes to the product itself. Benny, you have some questions.
Thank you. We're going to share this best buds today. I wanted to kind of double click on the biometric data and maybe how people can interact with it and the incentives, because I know that they're, focusing on health. Health is the most important thing out there, right? And it's a beautiful gift. But when people are wearing this ring on a day-to-day basis, what exactly is being tracked? What can they do with that information, and how are they being incentivized to actually, step up the next day and be a little bit healthier each day?
So inside this little ring, there are two medical grade sensors. One is the heart rate sensor. The other one is the blood oxygen sensor. With those two sensors, we were able to, with proprietary algorithms, we're able to actually track a lot of things, starting from your resting heart rate to your HRVs, to your sleep, to your stress level, to your steps, and to your blood oxygen and VO2 max. So these are some of the basic measurements that as a daily ring holders, you'll be able to track on our app. But we created this daily quest system where we have like several quests for you to finish, and if you actually complete part or fully of it, you'll get the full credits or points for it. So some of the quests includes like sleep for 8 hours, for example, every day. You'll be able, if you sleep for 8 hours, you get 100 points maximum a day. Another one will be hit 10,000 steps every day. So if you hit 10,000 steps, you get another 100 points. And the third one would be something we call the Vitality Challenge. So inside Qudis, there's this Vitality mode where essentially it's asking you to. We were able to track over 30 workouts, different types of workouts. We even add some memeable stuff like house cleaning, meme trading too. Like,
meme trading,
because like the idea is when people trade memes, their heart rate goes up.
Sure.
Right. So it fluctuates. So but essentially you're able to if you take on a workout for like an hour a day, you get extra credits. So that's the daily that's the daily reward system. And every season, based on your points on a points leaderboard, pro rata, we give out we have certain allocation of our token for the people. So
cool.
Like if you use more, if you get more points, you get more token. If you use it on a lesser range, you still get something. And that's one thing, the daily quest system. The other thing we have is the social challenge system, where it's more of you're trying to commit yourself. You stake your token, stake your points for a given period, and within that period, you are asked to hit certain steps, or later on when we're launching like sleep challenge to hit certain sleep hours every day.
Cool.
And if you fail, your stake is gone. But if you win, you win from a pool. So that's another thing we do. And the third thing is something we just launched called community feature. So as a user, you can create your own community. As an influencer, you will be able to track like how your community, how your family is sleeping, like how they're doing with their workout, how many steps they hit, and then together on a collective basis, we will launch. So this is not live yet, but we will launch like achievement system. We will launch like competitions between communities. And think about it, like it will be interesting to see like which crypto project community have the most amount of sleep or most amount of steps in a month. Like I know for a fact that our team is doing pretty much like hitting around 85 in terms of sleep.
Okay.
But I think some communities, especially during TGEs, our sleep score is like 60.
Is it teams or communities?
It's our team score.
Okay. Team score. Okay.
Yeah, but we had our own exclusive community, but everyone is able to create their own community and invite his friends to participate.
We should do that with Solidians, with our community, because we're fucking solid.
We can do that.
We have good people, bro.
Yeah, we can do that. We can try to compete it with the cutest guy.
Yeah, awesome, bro. I think we're gonna move on shortly.
Yeah, one quick thing is that it kind of reminds me of solo leveling a little bit, and I love the gamified feature of it, right? Like it's making being healthy fun, as well as like kind of adding in that competition. I know that if there is a health competition, whether it's steps, working out, I want this guy on my team, without a doubt.
I've ever seen.
I've ever seen, bro. At least on Solana, bro. On Solana, I'm doing well.
But no, I think that's absolutely beautiful. I think also being able to track, kind of your family's wellness and being able to make it not only fun, but also like a very community-centric, unified thing, right? Everyone's always going on runs solo. They're going to the gym solo. But now everyone as a community can kind of increase their overall well-being together.
Awesome. And with Solana ID and MetaMask, you can enjoy Kudos even better, because that's what Solana ID is about. My man, thank you so much for coming on, taking the time as well to come here IRL.
Thank you for having me here.
Really appreciate it, bro. Let's keep in touch. You can go out to my beautiful assistant and grab a drink or something, or head home, whatever you want to do.
Thank you.
And we'll pull up the next guest.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'll be more happy because today we actually had like 2 challenges at the Breakpoint. One is called the plank challenge. The other one is the push-up challenge.
Oh, I missed that.
You wouldn't guess like what's the top leader.
Who's the top leader?
So the push-up challenge is like 1 minute maximum push-up.
Okay.
And then the leader is 96. He hit 96 push-up in the minute.
That's not bad, bro.
Yeah, but I think you can beat that.
Fuck, but it's not bad though.
And then the plank one is even crazier.
Yeah.
It's like 16 minutes.
16? Shut up, bro.
The girl did 16 minutes, and he's like, 16 is my birthday. So she could do more, but she's
that's
like,
insane.
I'll stay with 16.
After 1 minute, I'm dead, bro.
But yeah, that's what we're trying to do at every conference, trying to make it fun, but also trying to get people to test their limits and take on healthier lives.
I love it, bro. Like, especially like like we're fit people, we're trying to be fit. The Solidians are trying to be fit. It's something I preach a lot. So bro, I love it.
Yep. So
thanks so much.
Thanks for having me here.
Yes, thank you.
Cool. All right, brother. See you, Dirk. Thank you so much. Awesome. Well, Benny, that has been great to have our first guest here live at Solid Talk number 67. And we're going to move right on to the next one, Pierre, because we got more people in the lobby right now waiting. So let's pull up the next speaker, Pierre. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, we are. Are you guys? Is the question.
Let's do it. Let's do Play Solana. How about that one?
Love it.
Let's check it. Let's check in with the team if Play Solana is with us already. Do we have a J outside?
I love that. It's definitely the best way to go about it, is just yell as loud as you can and see what happens.
Okay.
I know that there's Celine outside. I don't know if Jay is outside.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Honestly, I just show up and yap a little bit.
So come to me.
About it.
Actually, we're gonna much better. We do have Celine here with us from SNS.
Yalla,
There you
Habibi.
go.
Hello, Celine. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for coming. Yalla, Habibi. Thanks for coming.
We haven't met yet, but we'll say. I know. I've been talking to him for ages online, but we haven't officially met yet. So.
Do I look like my PFP?
Yes, you do. You
It's a
do.
fucking monkey.
You also look like what you look like in the meetings because you always have your camera on, which is a rare occurrence in Web3.
And with Slide, we're all pretty much doxed, so you can expect us to have our beautiful faces in the cam. Celine, you're right now live on Solid Talk number 67, MetaMask edition. We have 5, 6, 7,000 people, I don't know by now, in the stream, so number is going up, only up. And
5, 6,
that's
7,000.
I mean, we have like 7,400 people right now, at least views on the StreamYard. So yeah, she's like getting ready. I hope you got your drink with you, and I hope you're ready for this. Breakpoint is right behind us. I think you're as cooked as we are.
No, I am. I introduced myself, just the conversation earlier. I introduced myself as Christian. He's my colleague.
No way, you said I'm Christian?
No, I was like, hi, I'm Christian.
No way.
Like, oh, my brain is so fried, but it's probably been one of the best breakpoints I've attended.
Hell yeah.
And I've been to 4 or 5 of them.
Damn. You're an OG.
Yes, basically.
Fuck,
Basically.
she's more OG than we are.
and it's been incredible. I think the weather is great. People's great. And you know what? I made a difference this year. I didn't go in with any expectations. The first few years, I always come in with like, oh, you need to meet this person. You need to do this. But I came to have fun and connect with people. And it worked out so much better this time around here.
Maybe it's a good plan actually to like a little bit less pressure, a little bit like easygoing, and then usually better things happen.
Exactly.
Right, as well.
Exactly.
So would you say it was a good breakpoint for you? Bottom line?
It's fabulous, but I must admit I could do with a day less.
It was 3 days.
3 days.
Today was a bit strange. It was a bit slow for everyone, I think.
Yeah. And you know, we work during the day, have fun at night, but then you still have to wake up and work the next day, which has been tiring. And with all the racing going on, my voice is gone because you're shouting and spitting in people's face, trying to talk or communicate. No.
Well, it is a pleasure, our pleasure to have you with us here. IRL, even thank you so much for coming out.
Of course.
To Solid Talk. We're just gonna have like a fun time here, honestly. Like, no pressure, easy going. We're sitting on the sofa, chatting a little bit about Celine, a little bit about SNS, a little bit about the MetaMask Slide campaign that we do together with SNS. I'm sure Benny has a few questions as well, as always, for you when it comes to the campaign, to the product, and so on. Especially now that we have like a big audience, I think it makes sense to introduce Solana name service a little bit to the community, especially because some of them might be Ethereum focused, and they don't really know what's happening. Like it sounds like ENS, but it's not. So we need to make them understand what's happening here. But yeah, let's start with a very high level overview. Maybe what do you think, Benny? Like introduction of yourself, Celine. And then of Solana name service as well, on a very high level to make people understand like who are you, who is SNS, and then we go from there.
That's an easy one. I love starting off with an easy one like that. So I'm Celine, guys. I am head of communications at the Solana name service.
She can talk.
Yes, I'm here because I love to chat shit.
Cool.
It works well for me. I get to do something I'm good at, and we had a previous conversation similar to that. And the Solana name service, it's in the name really. We provide a decentralized domain name service, and it is suffixed with a .sol, and it replaces your wallet address. So it makes the chain much more human readable. And something I'm super passionate about, because we tend to, as crypto folks, love to have a little bit of an ego, because there is a bit of a learning curve when you join the chain, and something as simple as a convention we're so used to, like naming, can change the game there.
Yeah, very straightforward. And I think, like I said, I think users from Ethereum might also be familiar with the concept.
Yes,
right?
With .eth, right? Yeah, they're the pioneers, and we respect them dearly. And truly, we model a lot of what they do, and I say that with a sense of pride.
Yeah,
they started this. Nick, the founder, he is an incredible human being and really passionate about domain names in general. And I think it'd be silly not to want to learn from him. There are obviously some things we do differently. Like we don't we don't do renewals or anything of the sort. And for those that are unfamiliar with renewals, that is, you buy a domain, but you need to pay yearly or yearly, depending on how long you register it for, to kind of rent the name. We found this concept a little silly because once you purchase something in crypto, you should own it. Right. It comes with its challenges as well, because now we have people that perhaps lose their domain name and you can't get that back, but that's kind of a part of the game. You need to, somewhere you need to pick and choose, right? What you want to do, but 100% ownership is something that we enjoy.
Cool, I see that. And I'm all off for the ecosystem. You see, I'm wearing a software shirt at the MetaMask talk because I actually want to set an example and be like, we can all work together.
Exactly.
And it's you're saying it. .eth is over there. .sol is over there, and you have your niche. They have their niche, and there's a big cake we can eat from, and it's only growing. So I think it makes sense to kind of at least respect each other and learn from each other. Right?
Yes,
that's what we're all doing.
Yes, and we'd love to work with them as well. I think that for something like this is if they have a big win, we have a big win. And we're in that era. People love to throw around mass adoption, or it makes me queasy on the inside, but like a lot of people don't like to live by it, and sometimes you need to work with your competitors, because what we're focusing on is not just growing our own ecosystem, but getting people into the general crypto community. And if you can't drop your ego to do something like that, you'll have a little bit of a challenge, right? There are some people I don't enjoy working with as well, just to be clear.
It exists. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love you guys. I love you. And Simon has been one of my favorite people in this ecosystem. You too. Well, we just met in real life, but I felt like I needed to say that now to cover up.
You have to say it here. The others will kick you out of this fucking room. So let's talk a little bit about the perk. Maybe you can give a quick highlight again on just snatch that mic.
I know I'm gonna keep stealing it from all of our guests.
It is what it is, right? You all have two here, so I'm the yapper, and you kind of have to, deal with it. But what are we doing with SNS in a nutshell? And then Celine can also give her 2 cents on, why this is cool, maybe for SNS, like the whole campaign.
Yes, sir.
Make users sign up to it. Right.
Yeah. So if you have a MetaMask wallet, you connect to Solana ID, you immediately get a 50% discount on your SNS domain. I think it's a beautiful perk for coming into the Solana ecosystem, because really, who wants to be known by a bunch of numbers and letters? It's a little bit overwhelming. Really, one of the things I think makes Solana beautiful is the community. And in order to have community, you got to have a little bit of personality, right? You got to know who you're talking to, who you're sending transactions to back and forth. And I think the .sol is absolutely perfect. One of the questions that I did have for you was, what makes you guys different from ENS overall? Because I know you mentioned the subscription aspect of things, and I 100% agree with you. As a user, subscriptions don't feel very good, and my parents named me. I haven't had to pay anything since then, so I feel like it should.
They put you on a subscription, bro.
Yeah, actually, we get to charge our parents a little bit of money.
There we go.
Yeah. But I would love to hear if there is any maybe more technical aspects of it that separates ENS from SNS, because I do know in the Ethereum community, when I came into crypto, everyone had that .eth on Ethereum. So maybe we'll just start there.
Yeah, I think that ENS is obviously kind of the founding experience of domain names in the whole of crypto, right? So just want to start this off by saying all due respect to the ENS community and their builders there. It's not an easy job to do, but besides the subscriptions, they provide a very foundational infrastructure layer. They've built the tech, and they believe in people building on top of it, and they are very decentralized. And for us, perhaps we're a bit more community based in the sense of, or community led, right? And even though they are decentralized, it makes a lot of sense, but decisions can be a little bit delayed when you have to vote on something or whatnot. But with that infrastructure layer being said, as well as we love to cater for every part of our community. So we have a marketplace, and a new one is coming out currently. We focus on obviously the integrations and working hard at that to be sure that your domain name is usable, because your domain is only as valuable as how much you can use it, right? It doesn't make sense
if no one integrates it.
Exactly.
It's a big bottleneck.
And that's something that ENS doesn't focus on in the sense of marketplace and reselling it. So we focus on both traders and the people that just want to utilize their domain name. Because there's a difference. You get farmers, right? They have over 1,000 domain names, and that's something that you need to understand and you need to accommodate for. So you need to focus on someone that wants to arbitrage trade a domain or have that instant flow with that, but you also need to focus on someone that wants to build out this prolific profile, wants to amend every bit of data to it, which I actually think ENS does really well. I just think we do it better in the all-round experience.
That's fair.
And but they also have the firm belief that domains should be usable, right? And so do we, but that doesn't mean you can't trade them, right? They're still a valuable NFT or an asset that you're purchasing, and that's why people love .coms as well. Not everyone wants to use it for websites.
It's a huge market,
right?
honestly, right? Like it's a huge business built on top of domains in Web 2. So why not in Web 3? So I'm really bullish on this kind of trading experience. I think they're tinkering something there where you can actually have like a trading experience for like almost like tokens in a sense with domains, you know, because right now you have a secondary market. It's fairly active. There's weeks you selling domains for $40,000. We've seen it. I think the most legendary Jew.sol.
Yeah, that was crazy,
like
wasn't it?
How much was that actually?
No, I can't remember the exact
It was
amount,
5 digits.
but it's also a thing you need to be careful about, like the names that are selling as well, because some of them that are selling aren't like always politically correct, as you may state it.
Well,
right?
It's the internet.
It is the internet, but that's what makes it beautiful.
Yeah.
There's someone that one of the highest selling names. Someone asked me today. It's Melania Trump.
Yeah.
And it's not Trump. It's his wife, right? And obviously that was during the time when he just came into presidency and memes and whatever you might call it. But that's like, if you like it, why not? And if you want to buy that for 40K, go for it.
Honestly, at the end of the day, it's all a meme.
Pardon?
Everything is a meme. Like even the fucking domain is the value of it, right? Like even the fucking Pokemon card is a meme. Like there's like, you know, there's no intrinsic value really in these assets, but it's you know, it is desire, attention, it is scarcity, like that makes a meme, I guess. But that's a whole different conversation that we don't need to venture off here. Cool. Okay, so when it comes to the perk, did we touch that on? Did we just like to close it off here?
Yeah. I guess one other question is, you guys recently had a token come out. And I would love to kind of get a sense of, I guess, the overall ecosystem for you guys, because you mentioned community being very front and center, right? It's a main focus, making sure that not only is the domain usable everywhere, but also you guys are listening to the community and making sure that you're kind of pivoting wherever you need to for them. So I'd love to just learn a little bit more about maybe the community for people that want to get involved in it and what's coming up for you guys.
Yeah, so I love that you mentioned the token, because this is so aligned with what I just said as well. If you've been a project that's been around for 4 or 5 years, and especially a domain name service, and the issue we touched on is that domains can be registered and they can be in lost wallets. So obviously we have around, not obviously, but we have around 500K domains registered, but you don't know how many of them are active, how many of them are around, and how many of those domains are being used. So this was a great initiative for us to kind of start and reactivate the community, number one, get more people into it, because we all know we love free shit, right? I mean, it's the best way to go. But what it's really done, it's kind of shown us like who's active and what wallets are using domain names and who came back and who's just been dead for ages. And that's important for us to work with that. Sorry, I'm chatting so much shit and my brain's fried, like I told you guys. What was the question?
I know. When someone asks what was the question, that is like a good sign of mental depletion.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I was talking, and as I'm talking, I was like, how am I going to circle back to what this question was? Sorry, you asked.
The best way to get involved with the community, and then what's coming up for you guys.
Okay, yes, there we go. The best way to get involved is message us. It's as simple as that. I think that's a very Solana approach as well. Any of our team members, and we are tagged with the fancy little badge on Twitter, on Telegram, on Discord. You can reach us anywhere. It's a simple experience. And when I say you can reach us anywhere, our CEO, is very involved as well, which is
very approachable.
Exactly. And
you also.
Thank you. I'm the head of communication, so you should be saying that.
You should communicate.
But we're very flat when it comes to that, because we are community focused. The one thing that they can look forward to at least is the new marketplace. This year we were very focused on identity, reactivating the community, and this was something that was put on the back burner. We had to actually do it a while ago, and finally we've gotten to it. But now it's a bit busy. It's Breakpoint, it's Christmas, and we want the attention, even though the attention economy is really slim these days, right? Yeah. So that's going to be a whole new experience. And after that, I've touched on it with you previously. Yeah.
Coming soon at Soul Brothers Pod.
Exactly. But I won't delve too deep into that. But what I will say is that there are some focuses on institutionalizing SNS and broader, perhaps a little bit more boring things,
identity,
but it's identity,
which we love. We'll keep chatting with SNS because Solana name service is doing domains. Solana ID at its current form, it's not doing domains. We're not competing on that front. We're doing personal perks on chain, and you can enjoy them right now with the Solana ID MetaMask special because you get juicy discounts on your SNS.sol domain. So if you want to get a .sol domain, then actually through the campaign that is live right now, it's the best way to do it because you get a big fat discount on it as long as it lasts. And that is pretty much what we can offer right now, and also what we're doing together here with MetaMask. So all you have to do is basically just slap that MetaMask wallet onto your Solana ID account, and you unlock this special perk that gives you access to a discount off .sol domains. With that being said, we gotta move to the next one. Selene, it has been my pleasure. Let me give you a hug. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's great meeting you.
Here you go. Your mic back.
Thank you.
Don't have to ask it.
Selene, you have a wonderful evening. You can go outside again to my beautiful assistant, and she might, talk a little bit.
I love the assistant.
Me too.
I think I like it.
Fair point.
Oh, ready?
That was almost a good
catch.
It would have been
I was very excited.
Thank you so much, Selene. We love you.
Thank you.
We're gonna roll right next into the next one with you, ladies and gentlemen. We got a legend right now coming in through this wonderful door from Sanctum, the LST layer on Solana. And let me say hello to my friend here, James.
Ooh, good to see you.
What's up, man?
Good to see you, man.
Nice to finally meet you in person. Yeah, Ben.
Ben.
Yes.
Have a seat, my friend.
Hey.
Place yourself.
There you go.
We'll be sharing here.
Yeah, so you're gonna share this with Benny today.
Okay.
But we're live streaming. We are right now already right in the midst of this live stream, James.
Okay.
We
walked in at a good time.
We did already like a bunch of shit here. We have at this right now 7,900 views on the live stream, so there's definitely a little bit of an audience going on.
Yep. Exciting.
So be careful what you say.
Yeah. Right? Only a little bit of alpha.
A little bit of
Just
alpha.
A little bit of alpha.
Exactly. Don't shit talk any other protocols.
I wouldn't dare.
Some stupid shit because right now there's a lot of hate on the timeline. We don't like it, but we're all off. So and we're also here to chill a little bit. Like obviously we're live, and it's a big responsibility with 8,000 people in the stream. But we also understand that Breakpoint has been hectic.
Yes.
And I think you were a bit cooked as well.
I'm so tired, mate. I'm so tired.
Everyone who sits there is like the same. We bring in people here, and I always ask them like, "How's Breakpoint?" They're like, "Oh, I'm fucking deleted."
So I'm so used to working remote.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like I don't have any interaction with human beings.
Yeah.
And then it's like 3 or 4 days in a row when you jet lagged, and it's just nonstop. So the social battery's low, but the heart's full. It's just good to see so many friends.
I think it's the only thing. That's the only reason why we actually keep going here and why we still function.
Yeah.
Is because we're like, especially right now, like we can hang with like people we like.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that I can work with people I like. Actually, by the way, I wouldn't, everyone who sat in that corner today, including this guy, is someone I really truly like. So that's a blessing. And without that, it would be so draining. So I can understand why people burn out in some industries because they have to work with assholes all day long.
Yes.
Imagine doing this job here with assholes.
Yeah.
Only that's
how
terrible.
is it, by the way?
Huh? What?
How is it?
What was it?
You said doing this job with assholes.
Wait a second. Stop twisting my words, brother. So my bottom line here was that our batteries are kind of empty, but we're still kind of going.
But the hearts are full.
The hearts are full, right?
Yes.
That was the quote I was referring to here.
Yeah.
And obviously you are here not only to talk about Breakpoint with us, James. You are here as the representative for ENF for the LST on Solana, really. And as we have like a lot of people on the stream right now, and some of these people might be not familiar with Solana.
Yep.
So we wanted to use the moment to, shed a little bit of light on Sanctum.
Yeah.
Shed a little bit of light on liquid staking tokens and what they are, and talk a little bit about ENF. So I think we can like zoom out a little bit first and talk about, James and who you are and what you do at Sanctum. And then also about Sanctum itself to give a quick intro into the company.
Sounds so good. Just before I do that, what kind of audience do we have? So is it people that aren't necessarily Solana native or Or is it
guys? What audience do we have? Like, just drop it in the comments. Let us know. I think it could be a mix because of the MetaMask retweet and everything.
Of course.
So we got like a bit of MetaMask attention here. So, but they're all crypto natives, right? We're not live streaming on TikTok right now.
Yeah, cool.
We should probably, but
it's just like, what level of detail do I, what terminology do I use? Okay, so shall I introduce Sanctum?
Yes, and yourself.
And myself. Okay, myself. So my name's James Hanley. I'm Australian, as you can probably hear. I work at Sanctum, and I love the team and what we do. So yeah, we're good friends of Simon. Simon's been a friend of mine since before I worked at Sanctum. So it's great to be here with my friends. And so what we do at Sanctum is, if you go to Solana and you go DeFi Llama, Solana, and you look at the top teams, the largest, you've got Jupiter, Camino, and then Sanctum. So we're one of the top teams on Solana in terms of size. And what we do is we do everything staking on Solana. So if you have heard of Jupiter and maybe you hold Jupe Sol, which is staked Jupe Sol, that's actually us. So behind Jupe Sol is Sanctum, and behind most of the liquid staking tokens on Solana is actually Sanctum. So we operate them on behalf of our partners, and we have built this entire infrastructure around those liquid staking tokens to make them really easy to acquire, really easy to swap between, in and out of. And our partners don't have to worry about any of it because we do all of that for them. So that's essentially what we do at Sanctum. And what I look after at Sanctum is a particular product we have called INF. And that's the secret sauce of what makes Sanctum and our business model unique. So is that a good enough summary for you?
I think that is a good enough summary. Obviously, I think Benny has definitely some product questions we can, dive into a little bit. He likes to do that.
Yeah.
As someone that hosted Monkey Monday for 1,000 years, 2 years. I think you know how to dissect projects. Obviously, today we won't keep James here for an hour, so keep it so short.
I got
but we can talk.
We gotta get to the after party.
Exactly. Whoa, like this guy has too much energy. So let's at least like dive a little bit into the INF and like some product specifics, and then we close it off with the perk that we have for Sanctum. And then we'll send him into his party.
Yeah, personally, big fan of you guys. I've been following you since the very, very early days. I keep all of my my biggest LST holding is INF. But I think the most important question here, because we probably do have a lot of MetaMask Ethereum native users, and staking there is different than staking on Solana, right? So maybe just kind of give a quick walkthrough of what that difference is and what they can expect when staking with Sanctum and INF specifically.
Okay, all right. So staking differences between Ethereum and Solana. So if you're familiar with Ethereum staking, or if you're not, basically, you need a certain amount of ETH tokens to stake a validator. And if you don't do a good job, you can lose some of your stakes. There's consequences to not doing a good job. So it's a little bit scary in Ethereum. And there's some extra steps. But on Solana, it's sort of built into the protocol that anyone can stake directly to a validator. Now, in Ethereum, when you stake with somebody else, you have to basically give up your ETH tokens to them and trust them to stake on your behalf. Yeah. However, on Solana, because it's sort of baked into the protocol staking, you don't have to give up custody of your SOL to stake with a validator. So that's one of the key differences. And one of the other differences that's unique about Solana is there's this thing called an epoch, and that lasts 2 days. And basically what that means is every 2 days is when the rewards are distributed to stakers from the network. So that includes the inflation from staking in the network, as well as the priority fees that stakers earn from traders on the network. And then this thing called MEV, which is like another part, which gets a little complicated, so we probably shouldn't go there.
Not today.
So I think I've answered the staking part, sort of high level. And then you asked me some questions about INF, which I do apologize. I don't recall exactly what you asked.
Here you go again. That happened before to another interview guest here. I think we're all a bit cooked. We're all a bit cooked today.
Yeah, I was getting a bit carried away.
Yeah, INF, Benny, what do you have?
Yeah, I would just say, what makes INF different from other LSTs available?
Fantastic. So I really like this one because we designed INF to look almost identical to an LST for very specific reasons, which I won't go into. But essentially, if you squint and look at INF, it's very easy to think it's just an LST like Jupe Sol or Jito Sol or any other. However, what makes INF unique is it's kind of actually like an LST of LSTs. So for those who aren't familiar with the terminology LST, it actually stands for liquid staking token. So what that means is when you hold an LST, a liquid staking token, you're basically holding this thing that represents a staked version of the asset. So in our case, we're talking about liquid staking Sol. So what that means is it's basically when you hold it, it's just the same as holding staked Sol tokens that you can go and do something with. Because behind that token is this thing called a stake pool. And inside of that stake pool is just a bunch of staked Sol pointed at validators that's earning rewards from the network every 2 days. So every epoch. Now, INF is the LST of LSTs, like I said. So rather than holding individual stake accounts, what INF does is it actually holds LSTs. So INF holds some Jupe Sol. It holds some, a lot of our other partners, Pico Sol, BB Sol, and a bunch of other LSTs. And so what you can think of INF is rather than just getting the yield from one LST,
basket,
you're actually getting the yield from the basket.
Index,
exactly.
Almost index of LSTs.
So when I joined, I thought, it's like the S&P 500 of LSTs. But then I thought, actually, that's not good enough because it's actually better than that. Now, why is it better than that?
Why?
So why it's better than that, Simon, thank you for asking, is because with the S&P 500, you just get the holdings, the earnings of the holdings. But what INF allows is it allows anyone on the network to swap between the LSTs that it holds. Now, there's certain reasons why people would do that. And whenever those swaps occur, it actually accrues extra value to INF. So what this means is at any given point in time over the last, say, 1 year, INF has been the highest performing place to grow Sol staking than anywhere else in the network by around 20%, so 200 basis points. So the outperformance is incredible. And that's because it's getting the weighted average of the staking yield of all the LSTs it holds, plus the trading fees on top from swaps. Now, the reason why it's been so lucrative for INF holders is because there's a lot of, there's a lot of LSTs on Solana. People want to swap them. But there's not a lot of on-chain liquidity to enable those swaps. And INF has solved that problem. And so when people go to Jupiter or people go to Titan Exchange, for example, and they try and swap one LST for another, or they try and swap one LST for Sol, most of the time, that swap behind that UI is actually happening through INF, which is Infinity. So for you as an INF holder, you may not know this, but you've actually been earning the best rewards on your Sol on the network by around 20%. So, beautiful. There you go.
Pretty crazy. I think that explains also why you guys have like the biggest TVL after Jupiter and Camino. Because exactly. That's one of the reasons. Like, I mean, all LSTs are home to on Sanctum basically on Solana. Like, everything with TVL at least, and then you have INF, which is like the goat.
And I think just real quick too, it is essential to stake Sol. Just throwing that out there because Solana is naturally inflationary, right? So if you don't have your Solana stake, then you're actually losing value on a daily basis, right? And LSTs make it so you can easily stake your Sol. You don't have to wait the 2-day epoch. If you need to pull it out, you can always swap it. And you can utilize it in DeFi, which I think is absolutely beautiful as well. I think last question here probably is you guys had a pretty big announcement recently. So I want to give you some time to kind of go over that.
Non-INF related, I think, not directly.
It's not INF related. Now the alpha is there is some INF related announcements coming up.
What?
That's the alpha, which we didn't announce at Breakpoint deliberately because we decided we only have a 5-minute slot to announce things.
Sure, you can't squeeze everything in.
We can't squeeze everything. So what's easiest to touch for people, and that's the announcement we made. So the announcement we made was we announced a Sanctum app. So for those who don't know the Sanctum lore, Sanctum sort of started as this much loved business to consumer type product on Solana, which is a great, amazing, easy way to stake your Sol. And it was like a fun experience. So we had a big campaign, a big points program. It was called Wonderland. And everybody loved it. I loved it because it was before I worked at Sanctum, and I was one of the people who was checking every day before work and after work, playing with my little pets. And so Wonderland was this like really cool experience, and it demonstrated that the team at Sanctum was very good at giving people like joy, bringing people joy. And what happened was Wonderland was a huge success, but what they found at Sanctum was that product market fit was actually like the business to business LSTs. So Jupe Sol, Drift Sol, all of this. And there was so much demand for that the team's focus just got completely absorbed by B2B, like to the partners. And so Wonderland was this amazing consumer experience, but then there was just like nothing for the consumers, and people were like, what's going on? But Sanctum's TVL was going up and to the right. And that's because Sanctum was pulled towards B2B basically. But what the team realized toward the end of this year the second half of this year, when sort of wrapping up and planning ahead, was that consumer is in the blood of Sanctum. And so what we decided is that we should make 2 big bets next year. And one of those big bets is what was announced at Breakpoint, and that is our consumer app.
Right.
What's the other one? I'm not going to say.
Okay, then keep going then.
TBD, to be announced. Sorry, not TBA, not TBD.
I tried it.
And so what we announced was our consumer app, which is basically going to be the best and most enjoyable place to earn Sol and to grow your Sol with a really like beautiful, fun UI. So basically, one of the problems with LSTs is when you hold an LST, it's earning for you, but you can't see the accumulation.
Yeah,
that kind of sucks. So you've held INF for ages. You probably have no idea how much you earn. And if you wanted to figure it out, you'd have to like look at the numbers and calculate and do some math. And it's actually like a kind of a pain point for a user. And so what we're solving for is that. So we're really good at staking, and we're really good at staking Sol. And so that's where we're starting. So the app's going to be, this beautiful place that's a lot of fun that you can get Sol yield rewards every single day. You can watch it grow. There's pets. It's going to be really fun. It's a mobile app. And then we're going to look to expand beyond that. So we got big plans for it.
Cool.
That's a big bet.
So I think people should head over already to Sanctum. You can check out their Twitter page, Sanctum SO, to see the announcement. Also check out the waitlist, I suppose, because right now it's waitlist stage.
So it is a waitlist. We haven't launched the app yet. Yeah. It's in development, and we're doing all the process for the app stores and everything, and that's a bit of a journey. So yeah, I'm not going to give any dates, but yeah, there's a waitlist, so sign up.
Okay. I guess in Q1 next year, there shall be an app, right?
I will say nothing.
This guy is he's fucking steel, man. Can't break through it. Cool. Then when it comes to Solana ID perk here, to wrap it up so we can send James to the party, we launched the campaign together with Sanctum and MetaMask in collaboration to help MetaMask to get the users onboarded to Solana and find some of these amazing opportunities that are basically filtered through Solana ID. Filter because we pick people and projects that we trust and like on Solana that we want to put on the storefront. And then we also make sure that you experience these protocols the best way you can, with perks, with benefits. So we thought about what can we do with Sanctum, and the most less invasive way we could collaborate on a perk was a simple raffle pool. So we make you get some INF, because now I think you kind of understood that it's a really good place to park your Sol.
It's by far the best place to grow your Sol.
Okay, he can say that because he works at Sanctum, right? Like I have to be a bit more political, I guess. But INF, is pretty good. So you can head over to them through our UI on the Solana ID hub on app.solana.id. If you connect your MetaMask wallet to your Solana ID, you will get the perk, which gives you a spot in a raffle after you swapped to one INF. So you head over to Sanctum through the hub, you swap to one INF, and you hold that INF during the MetaMask campaign. So we're going to go for one more week now, and you're going to have that INF in your wallet. So keep hold of that, because we're going to make some snapshots to make sure that we see who holds, actually, who converted and hold. And then we're going to raffle away $2,000 of rewards between everyone that swapped into INF. So this way we can onboard some new people to Sanctum to INF, so you can experience the app a little bit as well, and hopefully hold on to your INF even longer, maybe stack up a little bit in the future. And the users obviously get a good reward for that as well. And everyone wins, right? So MetaMask wins, the users win, and Sanctum wins, and we win. So I think it's all off and win-win-win, which we like.
We do.
So we're happy to do that. Any last words? Anything we want to close off with here with James?
No, I'll just throw it. I think it's a beautiful perk, right? Because users coming over from Ethereum, they don't necessarily staking over there is very different than how it works in Solana. And as a Solana native, I know how important it is for me to have my Solana stake. But if you're new, you may not know. And in my mind, there's no better place to start than Sanctum, just because of how many options you have. And if you're going to get an LST, you might as well get the LST of LSTs, right? And I'm very excited about your upcoming app, upcoming product. I definitely see what you're talking about, where you want to have something user-centric. And the Wonderland experience, I partook in that as well.
It was great.
It was a good time, right?
Yeah.
I had a little bit of connection to my pets, and I'm excited to run that back and do it again.
So JD Sol says, I'm bullish on James, CWO, Chief Whiteboard Officer. So if you have a little bit of knowledge on Solana, that's lore, then you know what JD Sol is talking about. But that's how I found James initially. Like, I found him in some random bar somewhere in the world. But then I found him also as the Chief Whiteboard Officer, because the man's very analytical and good at visualizing things. So that's how he broke into Solana, actually, essentially.
That is, I accidentally ended up working in Solana. So yeah, maybe a story for another time.
It is actually. It's a very interesting story for people that are thinking about how can I find work in the space. Because look at him now. Like, he has a really good job. He's deeply ingrained in the ecosystem. We have a lot of friends here. You're doing a good job with Sanctum, and you came from a very different industry, honestly. You brought your existing skill set. You learned everything you need to learn here. and you shared knowledge with everyone on the journey, and that actually helped you to break into the job. So
totally,
really,
without expecting anything in return. I never thought I'd be working in the industry. And
crazy, right?
It's amazing how it all happened so quickly.
In less than 2 years, like
less than 2 years. Yeah. So I left one career behind and walked into an exciting new one.
Jumped into it.
Yeah, 2 feet.
James, thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for coming out to the house as well here, like in the middle of Breakpoint, to kind of wrap it off. I think this is your last official kind of duty act, and I hope now you can go into the weekend and maybe travel home as well soon. And then I'll see you in Australia. Maybe.
Big long flight back to Oz. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, James. Love you.
Awesome, beautiful.
Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, pleasure.
You can head out again to our beautiful assistant. She'll take care of you. Thank you. Bye, James. Awesome. CWO, the Chief Whiteboard Officer at Sanctum. It has been a pleasure to host James here with us today. Checking real quick on the updates here. I mean, I'm have the stream as well here on my phone to see what's going on and understand a little bit about the comments that are going on. We do have 2 more perks that we can highlight real quick, which is Play Solana and it's Orca. So we're going to run through them a little bit quicker because I believe we do not have the guests with us here today. So James has been our last guest for today. So let's check in with Pierre real quick if he's still around, if he's still awake up there in Manila. Pierre, how are you doing? Mic check.
Yes, I'm good.
Yeah, you with us?
I'm here, still here. I just had to turn off the lights because my fiance is still sounds weird to say that actually.
It does sound a bit weird, anything. You're so grown up, bro. That's okay. So we're gonna speed run a little bit through the next 2 perks, I would say, and then we have probably one more giveaway that we can close off with. We have the participation NFT of today that we need to give out, and I think before we do these things, we're gonna bring Rizvi on again if he's still around in the next couple 5 to 10 minutes. Before we bring Rizvi back to kind of get to an end here, close off the stream slowly after the giveaway and the participation NFT. Let's take a look, Pierre, at the other 2 perks. I think it makes sense to kind of pull up either the tweet or the Solana ID hub for that, whatever tickles your fancy. You can bring these perks up and then
probably the hub.
The hub.
I would say bring up the hub, just so users know exactly what they're getting into.
Yeah, cool. And let's take a look at the hub, app.solana.id. Either you sign up with your MetaMask, because then maybe you still catch a free mint. If the free mints are over, then you will get a 50% discounted mint still. If you're a little bit too late to the show, which is still great, it's only 0.05 so to mint your Solana ID for infinite perks on chain. Pierre,
there are
you want to say something?
38 mints left.
Okay, 38 minutes.
Better hurry.
You better hurry. I think they're going to be gone very soon after the stream, probably. So if you want a free mint, then head over to app.solana.id and sign in with a MetaMask wallet and get your free Solana ID. If you have already one, then just go into your Solana ID hub or app.solana.id and connect your MetaMask wallet if you haven't done so. And then you unlock these special perks that are normally reserved for high-value users on Solana, tier 1, tier 2, with a very big track record. With MetaMask, you don't need the track record. You can circumvent the thing in our 2-week special campaign with them. Orca. What are we looking at?
Yes, sir. So DeFi.
Quickly. Yeah.
I love DeFi. Got to get into it quickly. If you are interested in providing liquidity, you just hop onto the Orca app. You can go through app.solana.id. If you have a MetaMask wallet connected, you click claim perk. It'll take you over to the Orca platform. And all you have to do is deposit funds into any liquidity pool. Pierre, my goodness, is it loud over there. All you got to do is deposit funds into liquidity pool. And once you do that, then at the end of the campaign, we will be airdropping 2x Orca to users. So, I mean, that is literally free money. Yeah. You can start your DeFi adventure in profit. I think there's no better perk than that right there.
Yeah. I think it's pretty straightforward as well. Just do it through the Solana ID hub, obviously. You cannot just go to Orca right now and provide liquidity and expect 2x Orca. You have to do it through the hub because that's how we will basically track the deposits, okay? So yeah, Orca, the one-stop shop right now for providing liquidity on Solana. Probably one of the oldest or the oldest liquidity pool provider on Solana. Probably with Radium, they've been kind of quite early over there. And yeah, we partnered with them. So huge shout out to our friends from Orca, to Key who made it happen. That we have this perk live. Then, on a different note,
Play Solana.
Play Solana.
Play Solana, which is perfect for any gamers. Me, myself, I'm a big gamer. Played a little bit of WoW back in the day, League of Legends, Arc Raiders, big these days. But if you're interested in Web3 games, there's no better device than Play Solana, especially if you enjoy the good old days of Game Boy DS. Play Solana is literally the physical gaming device of Solana. It's in the name, and you get to play all of the top best games there is. I think there's a few play to earn games overall. I ordered one. I haven't gotten it quite yet, but I'm very excited about it. And I know that they're always releasing more and more games on that device. So if you ever are looking to have a good time, enjoy yourself, maybe relax a little bit, especially post Breakpoint, there's no better device than Play Solana.
They also have a token, right? There's Play.
Yes.
So I think there was probably at the launch, there were like a little bit of controversy. I think there was a little bit of hiccups here and there. But the token is out now. And I think if you play games on the Play Solana, I don't know, but I would expect some sort of token utility involved in that experience.
Yeah, I have no idea, and I'm a little hesitant to say anything for sure. But they do
speculate.
We can speculate, might as well, right?
Yeah, we're good speculators. I mean, at the end of the day, we work in crypto. So if a project has a token, usually there's some, especially if the hardware product, like Kudus is doing it. If you use the Kudus ring, right, you get Kudus incentives. So I think with Play Solana, it might be a similar case. Now with Solana ID, you can get the device with a really good discount. So I think people should definitely do it through the hub if you want that device. If you enjoy playing games, if you want some Solana hardware, which is it's cool to have as well. And then might as well do it with your Solana ID because you get it for a cheaper price. You save some dollars.
Yep. And you can play those games while wearing your Kudus ring and see how your heart rate changes during each evolution, each level.
Yeah, and you might be even farming 2 tokens at the same time. Well, this is crypto.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to crypto.
I can sleep and earn and play to earn. My goodness.
You don't have to work anymore.
I know. Sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, my friend, but this is my last stream.
Yeah, we're just going to let the robots take over and the AIs to do the work. And then all we can do is sleep and game and make money while we do so. Beautiful. You should join crypto, guys.
Yeah.
Ideally through Solana ID because we get you the best deals on chain. So this is Play Solana. I think this wraps up basically all the perks. They're all in the hub. We have a big section in the Solana ID hub that gives you a highlight of all the MetaMask perks. So if you're in the Solana ID hub, you can expand that section on this little button here in the corner, and then we'll walk you through how it works and what kind of incentives we have, and even what kind of raffle pools we have involved in all these campaigns that we launched so far. So yeah, very good overview. Tell your friends, send everyone there. If you have a Solana ID, use your referral code because you actually earn when you send the code from the mint price of other people. Just make sure that you connect your email to your Solana ID because that unlocks your referral code. Now, with that being said, I think we went through all the perk partners, which is great.
Yeah.
And I think we could either do one more giveaway or bring Rizvi back on. Let's give Rizvi 1 minute of time to get ready and settled and switch his Wi-Fi back to fast. Let's do a quick giveaway, Pierre. The last giveaway of today's Solid Talk. So that's going to be in the same manner as we did before. So put your hands on the keyboard because we're gonna roll it back to the giveaway time. You have 60 seconds now to drop a word in the comment section, and the word for the next giveaway is actually gonna be the word of Solidian. So you're gonna put Solidian in the comment section. Very easy, very straightforward. Solidian, which is the name of each single community member of Solana ID, our Solidians. So put a Solidian in the comment section right now. We're going to give you 60 seconds to do so, and we're going to raffle through the comments. So make sure to put your raffle ticket in right now. You also have to retweet the live stream as earlier before. You also have to follow Solana ID on X, of course, and that qualifies you for a 3,000 solid giveaway. So make sure to put your hands on the keyboard and type a Solidian in the comment section. We're going to scroll through the comments in around 30 seconds and pick one last lucky winner for today. And that shall be the last giveaway. Then we're going to have one more section with Rizvi. We're going to talk a little bit about some next steps for MetaMask and going forward into 2026 and what we can expect also on Solana. And then we're going to wrap it off with the participation NFT and then send you all into your weekend. Now, 10 extra seconds for all the Solidians out there. Put Solidian in the comment section, as I know the live stream has a little bit of a delay as well compared to what we see on screen. But I think I can send Pierre already over into the comment section so you can get ready to scroll. So put your last tickets in, guys. Solidian in the comment section to take part in this last giveaway of today. Retweet the live stream and follow Solana Unix.
Sleep to earn, play to earn, and now watch to earn as well for anyone that's listening and put in Solidian.
Can't get better than this, guys. Are you ready, my lucky fairy?
Yes, I am. 3, 2, 1.
And so.
All right, I have someone, but I cannot pull him up on the stage here because he is unfortunately not showing up in StreamYard. But it is IceDeFiWallet.sol, or is it LCDeFiWallet.sol? I don't know. It's either IC or LCDeFiWallet.sol.
Alrighty, you know who you are, my friend. I hope we called you out correctly here. ICLCDeFiWallet.sol. We got your beautiful SNS name right in your X handle as well. Congrats for 3,000 solid. And if you want to claim those tokens, make sure to drop your pub key of your MetaMask wallet into the Solana ID DMs of our public account on Twitter, or to Cyberbrother, our beloved mod. You can also DM him and he will sort you out. So ICLC whatever DeFi.sol, drop your pub key, and congrats for winning this last giveaway of today's Solid Talk. Now, that was a lot, I would say. Let's move on to one of the last sections of today, I would say. And let's see if Rizvi is still with us here. Let's try it. Let's bring him back.
Great show today so far. I think this is the first time we've had so many partners, so many guests come on in such a rapid rate, especially in person. First, for sure.
Very different. Rizvi, you're back.
Yes, hope the audio is also sufficient.
We're good, I think. We're good. At least you're not the robot anymore that we had initially. That works. So thanks for using your mobile data or whatever magic you're deploying right now.
Yeah. The mobile data it is, yeah.
Here we go. Appreciate that. Thanks for that. We won't keep you for much too long because I know you've been with us. Have you heard a little bit of the conversations in between of our perk partners? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, first of all, it's super cool what you guys are doing. It's like fun, like you make it really engaging. Yeah, so I know many of the parks. I talked with Jesse, from Sanctum on Builders Night for like half an hour or so, and it's nice. Something we are cooking there as well. Christian from SNS in Solana Accelerate, I met him and the team, so super nice person, super great team. So yeah, so it's exciting, and I'm looking forward to I think all of the NFTs or the IDs got minted almost, right? Like I think like 15 left or so when I last checked. So exciting and looking forward. Yeah, looking forward to also see the metrics MetaMask side, like how things are going in the next few days.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But definitely so far so good. And I think it has been definitely worth the time and effort that we put into this. I think it's a pretty low, it's like very straightforward campaign. We on our side, we did put a lot of effort into making it happen for MetaMask here, because we appreciate obviously the collab. At the end of the day, we are still a startup. Like some people forget that once in a while. We just launched less than a year ago on Solana. We're still in beta with our product. We're still iterating here and there. So we're actually really grateful to work with all these amazing perk partners, including also amazing partners like MetaMask that choose us for this. And I think the MetaMask campaign shall be a very good case study as well for other, non-Solana projects that want to break into it and need some GTM support and some community support and some BD support, because we kind of we offer that all. From my side, when it comes to questions for Rizvi, I think I would just look a little bit forward into 2026 and maybe just get your view on how you think MetaMask will evolve in the next couple of months. What are some priority items on the wallet side of things? Is there any product suites, because you have a lot of products like baked into the wallet? Anything that you currently have a lot of focus on when it really comes to the product itself? But even when it comes to the Solana expansion, maybe there's also things that keep you awake at night right now, or any things that you want to double down in the next couple of months when it comes to Solana.
I don't know if you guys noticed, like we have been shipping big time in the last 6, 7, 8 months, and also during the last few days in the side events, like I had so many people coming to me like, hey, what happened to you guys? Like you were the boomer, we thought you were dying, and suddenly you come out with the bang, with Hyperliquid, prediction markets, mobile app. I don't know if you have the MetaMask mobile app on your phone, but if not, you should check it out. It's like a lot changed. Like we have done a lot of UI improvements. I was leading the performance stream, more performance stream as well at MetaMask. So performance is also, everything's much quicker, So, and this is the momentum that we are taking into 2026 as well. So there will be, we are doubling down on our existing experiences, like perps, prediction markets, making everything like cross-chain. So like even if you're a Solana user with like all the Solana assets, that you can easily, for example, open a long position Hyperliquid if you wanted to with your Solana assets and all that, right? So that will be like a core focus. We have the MetaMask card, right? And we have enabled like USDC spending on Solana. So card and spending on Solana, this will be like also big focus next year, like expanding the token sections, adding much more support and rewards for Solana when you spend and use the card, right? So that will be another focus for me to build out, which will be quite exciting. Staking, as you guys said, right? It's like so central to Solana. So we don't have like staking. We just went like with the, let's say, the V1 of Solana now. But now, of course, we need to add staking to make that like a one-click experience. And this is also where some of the conversations with Sanctum are going. Then DevX, I feel this is our bread and butter in Ethereum. And I feel like this is where we want to really, is our kind of attack vector, if you want, like do a bunch of hackathons next year, work with new startups in the space, and have really the best DevX experience in the space is kind of one of our goals, let's say. And also what I mentioned, to help startups to get the visibility and distribution. We want to potentially explore also like on the Explore, like how we can highlight also like different projects better, like across extension and mobile. This will be also another area. And generally speaking, I think mobile first, right? So our company changed a bit in the last few months. It's like it's really the focus mobile first and really go all in on mobile, and you will see much more happening on that front as well going into
that makes sense. Yeah. Damn, you guys definitely are tackling a trillion topics right now, and that has been something that I'm impressed with, and also we have to take that into consideration when when you hear critique on UX and product, whatever, when it comes to MetaMask. It is a big fucking product. Other like software is fairly straightforward. Like Solana, like you plug in a few features, and it's very lean, and it's easy to keep like a good overview of the product. But MetaMask has so many different kind of corners and niches and things you can do, and it's probably also a big learning curve for you guys to kind of figure out, okay, what are the most loved products from everything we do? What are the most loved features? What do we need to double down on? And okay, everyone is on mobile, maybe we should double down on mobile. So that takes time, right, to collect that data and make these decisions, and then also internally, initialize the next steps, right?
That and tech debt is also like one thing that we are, working through, like, since the Ethereum times, 2016, 17, a lot of tech debt, and we need to make things much more streamlined so it works across. So yeah, that's it.
Cool. I love it though. I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing to have this ecosystem that exists within the wallet, right? Is that there's a lot of users that don't necessarily want to go in and explore every single dApp that's available, but they do know what they want to do, and to be able to go into a single wallet, a single place, and interact with all of your favorite aspects, whether that's trading, leverage trading, or if that's prediction markets, swaps, staking, anything kind of across the board, to be able to interact it with all of those things in one place is something really beautiful, I think. I did have one question for you. You mentioned how you were speaking to a lot of the community members. I think you mentioned 30 or 40, and I'm assuming you've gone to a lot of Ethereum or EVM type of events as well. With this most recent Breakpoint being the biggest one, how was it for you to see kind of, I guess, the contrast, or what were the differences and contrast from EVM projects or EVM events and Breakpoint, and what is some of the feedback maybe you heard from users here?
So kind of the first bigger Solana event that I went to was Solana Accelerate in New York earlier this year. And I was a bit anxious in a way that I wasn't sure, like with the MetaMask, brand going into Solana, like how this will be, picked up. So wasn't sure what to expect, let's say, but I was super positively surprised, or like, that everyone is super friendly. Like, it's not like, hey, you guys are Ethereum wallet, what are you doing here? Get out of our way. It's more like, hey, Solana will be the biggest and the greatest blockchain ever in existence. We want everyone who has interest to build on top of Solana, come over. It doesn't matter whether you are MetaMask and Ethereum focused infra provider. And I've also and a few folks from Solana Foundation. Also there we have so much great support. It's incredible. Like there's no like hostility or anything. And not to say, within Ethereum like everyone, like MetaMask, you know, like everyone loves MetaMask within the Ethereum ecosystem. So
of course.
So yeah, so that was a bit the thing that I took away from Solana. And that also I saw in Breakpoint, right, when I talked with the people. And Solana Builders Night, I don't know if you have, I mean, Simon, I don't know if you passed by quickly or so at the Builders Night on Thursday.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we just missed each other, but that was incredible for me to see, right? Like all the side events during that night in the area were like a bit empty-ish, I would say.
Yeah, it was packed.
In the Solana Builders Night, like 600 people. We checked the data,
Yeah.
like over 600 people checked in, and you know, like we have this let's say brand, you know, on the Ethereum world, like the Builders Night, right? So I wasn't, you know, I thought like it would take a bit of time, you know, to take you know, get it recognized, but now people were coming, you know, because of MetaMask, I guess, and everyone knows MetaMask. So it was really nice, and met a lot of great people. But the feedback is clear, you know, like, hey guys, I have now my wallet set up in Solana. You guys were not there, and now I found my wallet, my home. And switching cost and habits is real, you know. I see that, like, it's not like, hey, MetaMask has Solana now and everyone jumps over because we have MetaMask. Not at all, you know. It's like it will be a fight, it will be a marathon, you know. We need to make the right decisions. Feedback is clear, like, hey guys, work on the UX. Show, I think that's one important thing that I take away. It's like the community, the super close-knit Solana community. So you cannot just come, say hi, hey, we have Solana, and then disappear, and then things will work out. You need to be constantly there, like online, but also offline at the events. Really show that, hey, we are here for the long run, and work with the people. And only so you can be successful as a wallet. Like MetaMask was a bit late in the Solana game, let's say. So these are my a bit key takeaways, I would say.
Damn, Rizvi, I have to say, like, I'm impressed by your answer, because I think you distilled it down to the essence. I can't give you any more feedback, because it sounds like you really talk to people and you interpret it in the right way. Because that's exactly what I would reflect as well from talking inside. Like, a lot of things you say about the Solana ecosystem are very true. Like, you know, like we onboarded so many apps this year onto Solana that are not Solana native. Even fucking Uniswap came over. So like we have like so many new people, and we welcome them. Solana Foundation even retweets them. And, you know, like we get a lot of support. They even retweeted our announcement. I don't know if you saw it, but so I think, you know, everyone is welcoming and supportive. And I think Solana ID hopefully is also an example of that. Like, you know, me sitting in that shirt here and like talking about the MetaMask campaign that we're hosting with you guys here together, and like we're, you know, positive sum game kind of thing. And we want to, you know, grow the pie together and help each other as well to build good products and deliver services. There's still so many people that are even not on crypto yet, so maybe we should also consider that and improve our products to the extent that, you know, they can have an easier way. And I see a big theme going through all wallets right now, which is this kind of one-stop shop idea. This more like a fintech than anything else, really, like a replacement for your bank account even. So you have this one app, and it can do all these magical internet money things that you couldn't do before anywhere in one single app. You have exposure to APYs, to prediction markets, to trading. You know, you can have non-custodial assets that you have in there. You can spend it with your card. Like, why the fuck do I need a bank account even? So it becomes kind of clear to me, and we're all on this common path, aren't we? Like most of the wallets, which I think
totally
gets a PMF kind of thing. You know, otherwise, why are we all doing it?
It's you know, it's so true. And crypto is so interesting. Like if you, like, I've been in the space like since 2016, 17, and like the waves, you know, it went through, like initially like a little, like really like ICO, you know, Degens in 2017. Then DeFi summer, I think more people joined, you know, the crypto space. Then NFT brought a bit more mainstream, I would say, you know, more people which are not crypto came in with like digital art and stuff. And then it closed down a bit more with, you know, Hyperliquid, like focus more on trading, meme coin, like became much more, let's say, degen centric. And now it's opening up again, it feels, you know, like what you say, like neo-banking is a big theme. Prediction market is something that, you know, it doesn't need to be crypto, it's like everything, right? So I think prediction market, sports betting next year will be huge, which will bring in like millions of users that are actually not interested in crypto, but generally like, hey, banking, predicting, you know, on any market. So it's going to be interesting in 2026, to say the least.
Hell yeah. And I think that is a good moment to send Rizvi off and and let yourself enjoy the rest of your Dubai night, or travel home, I suppose, because I think you're probably checking out soon from Dubai. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you on. Have been a pleasure to have you on here. Thank you so much for taking the time as well to stay during the stream and sharing all your thoughts. I think we had some really interesting conversations here as well. Huge stream, honestly, like lots of views on the stream as well. We had so many partners in here. So yeah, it has been really cool. I love working, with so many partners together. That's lots of fun, and I'm sure we're gonna do lots of cool things together in 2026 because there's still so much to do. And as some sort of attention layer that we're building here with Solana ID, where actually all these companies can fight for attention by coming up with cool campaigns and good perks and so on. We want to help people to break into the market and fight for that attention more efficiently, and that's all that we want to provide. And then the market and the users are going to figure out the rest and let the people win. So that's what I'm stoked about for 2026. Looking forward for that. Rizvi, thank you so much for coming on, and we will see you soon for the next ones.
Thank you.
See you soon, everyone. Bye.
Bye, Rizvi. Awesome. Pierre, my brother man, let's get you back up here. We're going to come to an end very slowly here. We have still the NFT that we need to give out. So I think that is a good moment now to start the participation NFT of today, Solid Talk number 67. Pierre, shall we do that?
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Alrighty. Then let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we got for this week. Wow. This is a special one, I think. So this is definitely a special one because this is, I think, one of the few times that our participation NFT here, the Solid Talk NFT, has a collab implemented into it. It is the MetaMask special. Today's live stream has been MetaMask themed. So we got the fox baked into the NFT here. Beautiful artwork. Shout out to Sig for coming up with that and creating it for us. Pierre, how do we get it?
How do we get it? It is pretty simple. All you have to do is go to talk.solana.id. There you will find a quest because it leads you to our Zeely quest board. If you don't want to go to talk.solana.id, you can just simply scan the QR code, or you go to Zeely and search for Solana ID and then join the quest board, and then you will find a quest called something like Solid Talk Participation 67 Proof of Attendance. And all you have to do is you need this. Let me just add this banner here. You need this code. The secret code for today is MetaMask, and please make sure you also write it like this. So capital M and then small letters and then capital M again. And why is there a timer now? That is weird. Timer.
Oh, that was me, maybe.
No, I think there's a new feature from StreamYard, so it disappears. Yeah, you need this secret code. Make sure you write it exactly as you see it here on the screen. And it's gone again. What the fuck?
You need to disable the timer. There's the setting.
All right, let me try to disable it. Okay,
there's like a trigger.
There's no timer anymore. Yeah. Where did I stop? Yeah, you need the secret code, and then you just drop your Solana wallet address. And then the last step is I would like to ask you to help me to spread the word for this beautiful MetaMask campaign again. So just engage with the video that I've posted yesterday or the day before, because I think it deserves a bit more views than it has so far. So that's all you have to do. You go to talk.solana.id. You finish the quest by using the secret code, which is MetaMask. You type in your Solana wallet and you like, retweet, and comment on the post that is linked in the quest. And then you get this beautiful NFT shipped to your wallet. That's it.
Nice. The reason why I'm out of the screen right now is because I'm doing it. Because obviously
you can tell me if it works.
I want that NFT. And I don't know how else I would get it, because no one is going to give it to me for free here in this company. So I'm just going to claim it myself.
Yeah, I'm the only one who gets it for free.
Yeah, fuck that. Okay, it worked.
And I'm not even asking for it. It's just Nino who sends it to me all the time. that he likes me.
Unfair. Well, I claimed it, so I shall receive the NFT as well in my wallet. Awesome, guys. So this is the special edition. Make sure to get it. It's a unique collectible. If you're new to Solid Talks, this is what we do every single Saturday. We are live streaming since more than a year now. We get together in Solid Talks. Normally, the agenda looks a little bit different. Today was a special, but you can find us again next week, Saturday, and we do the same thing. We have the participation NFT, the Solid Talk NFT for next week. It's going to be a new, unique artwork, and you can build yourself a nice little collection of Solid Talk NFTs. And some of our OG Solidians, they have literally dozens of these NFTs now in their wallets as collectibles. So this is really cool. You can literally farm them by just participating the live streams. Make sure to do it during the live stream though, because the window when you can claim that NFT through the Zili dashboard closes fairly quickly after we've been live here, because it is for people that are actually here. Now, Benny, Pierre, I think it is a good moment to probably come to an end here. It has been a long stream, more than 2 hours now. And
yeah,
lots of yapping.
I would just say final shout out here for any users that still somehow haven't gone and checked out the user hub. We may have some free mints. Maybe we're all out now, but either way, if you have a MetaMask wallet, you automatically get a 50% discount. So from 0.1 sold down to 0.05, I mean, that's like $1, something like that.
You get it back from perks.
Yeah, easily get it back from perks. If you want to enter the Solana ecosystem and instantly have a personality, have a name on chain, you get 50% off on your SNS domain. If you want to come into DeFi and start in profit, you have the Orca. You just deposit liquidity into any of their pools and you get 2x Orca airdrop to you at the end of the campaign. And if you want your Solana to not just be sitting around wasting away and you want to earn some yield on it, all you got to do is swap into one IMP and hold it for the rest of the campaign. Boom.
Why would you Solana waste away anyways, bro?
It's inflationary. It's,
right. Okay.
Yeah, it slowly loses value.
Fair.
And you can earn yield by just sitting back, and you have a chance to win 1,000 USDC, and then 10 other people also have a chance to win 100 USDC. I mean,
it's a no-brainer.
No brainer. Everyone should be staking anyways.
Yeah.
And if you care about your health, your wellness, boom, we got the cutest wellness perk. All you got to do is you go there, claim perk, you check out, you get a discount on it, you put it on your finger, and you can start kind of having a solo leveling experience. It's an anime, by the way. I don't know if you know about it. Yeah, you complete quests and you can earn some extra change in your pocket, as well as have some community competitions going on. Maybe care for your loved ones. It's a Christmas season.
And the raffle.
Again. And if you are a gamer, we also got the Play Solana device. So again, Game Boy, DS, if you enjoyed those OG devices, you will absolutely love this one. You'll be able to play all of the top Web3 games, play to earn, whatever it is, you'll be able to do it on that device. I don't think I'm missing anything that was...
No, I think we shamelessly showed the fuck out of this campaign by now.
Yeah. App.Solana ID. Again, let me just last one there. But
the reason why we also talk about this so much is because it is actually, there's a lot of money at stake, like especially these raffles and so on, right? Like the more people take part in the raffles, the lower your chance to win, but the opposite is true as well, right? So it can go either way. So make sure that you at least secure yourself a ticket in the cutest raffle and in the Sanctum raffle by doing the tasks in the Solana ID hub, honestly, right? Especially while the MetaMask campaign is going on and the mint is either free or 50% discounted. Now, with that being said, enough soft chilling here of whatever the fuck we're doing. We hope that you guys are well at home, that you have a good time, you have a good weekend. And we will send you off back into the weekend, and we will see you back here hopefully next week for Solid Talk number 68, because we ain't stopping anytime soon. We're gonna do this every single week. Solana ID has still a shitload of stuff to do. So if you want to catch some company updates, some next steps, some end of the year reflection, and so on, then you should join the next couple of Solid Talks that will happen here, same time, same spot on our Solana ID X account and YouTube account as well. So tune in again next week for the next Solid Talk. And until then, ladies and gents, please make sure to stay the fuck solid, and we'll see you at the next one. Peace out.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye-bye.